So we built this Paw Patrol fire truck wall hanger here to mount the wall mounts for guitars on 3 of the mini guitars. Of course, I just had to try my jumbo Guild 12 string just to see how it fit, because I had a much more expensive whiskey barrel hanger set that guy just did not. It was a little bit too heavy for it, and it pulled the hanger parts down and made it droop a lot, so I wasn't comfortable with using that. So long term, that's not going to be there. I got this other mini here that'll go over there, but I just wanted to see how they hung while we work on this new kind of mini guitar. A really good sale for these metal hangers, and I bought 6 of these, but they mount sideways and there's no way to turn them like that. They don't turn. There's a little small piece of welded spot there, so they don't twist, they don't turn, they don't rotate. So you're only going to hit a stud on either the left or the right screw hole if you hit a stud at all. And I really don't like the idea of doing drywall screws on one side. Now my outer walls, I believe, have studs every 16 inches. So you start here at the strip, there's obviously a stud there. Somewhere around there, there's a stud I can feel. Somewhere around there. And then it ends at that 4 foot. So yeah, that should be 16 inches. Now, the thing about that, people generally recommend like a 16-inch spacing for like full-size guitars and stuff like that, versus the minis where you can go a little bit closer. And these wood mounts would be perfect for that, because they got a single screw in the top and a single screw on the bottom. So you can mount it right on the stud every 16 inches and be perfectly fine. But they're a little bit pricey. And I have a lot of guitars, banjo, and all the ukulele, bass, everything, acoustics, electrics. And yeah, it would run a little bit high to do that. So we might just have to get like a cedar board or a couple of them around the walls and see where we can put the mounts. Ideally, we would have about 18 to 20 mounts total. And we got 3 here. We got the whiskey barrel mount that has 2 of them already mounted in a different room. If that's all we had to put on the walls and stuff everywhere, probably could make it happen. Maybe even add a couple more. But we have speakers like the Bose speakers here. We're going to put on up here, probably on the wall as well. Possibly a media shelf, possibly some other shelving. So we might end up having to put, a top layer of guitars followed by a bottom layer that is mounted, in between where these other guys are mounted at. So it gives you possibly around double the space to do that. Probably not the best example, because I didn't space these for this purpose. But having like another set of guitars that go between here, the neck will be kind of between the bodies of the top ones. If that had another couple inches, it would be easy to install this ukulele. We got this wood material, this countertop material, left over from all of the builds and renovations we've done. And we got a bigger piece than this that we're going to probably cut in half and put some shelving brackets on it and use for those Bose speakers to mount it on the wall, and get them speakers a little bit of a separation so we can do like stereo choruses and stuff like that, and stereo effects. So it's going to be nice. So much stuff taking up floor space in there that it's going to be nice to get rid of these cases, put them in storage or whatever, while we have the guitars on the walls, giving us room for amplifiers, pedal boards, and all that good stuff as well, and room to walk. Of course, we can get rid of these unsightly guitar stands. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of them or more that are kind of just in the middle of the room right now, just waiting to find their hopefully semi-permanent home. For the whole reason why we're going to do this room is We do have a larger building, a 16 by 24, that was going to be my music room, recording studio, whatever. But it's in a different area, different place, and it's too hard to get out away from here right now. It's just, you know, kids and Natalie being in a wheelchair, needing a lot of care. So we're going with a mini version of that. Probably not going to be able to have all of our equipment out, you know. But we should have a lot of the guitar stuff, and at least a bass and all the basics, and a little bit more than just the basics, but not everything. It's just a pretty small room, like a 12 by 11 or so. So not near as big as, you know, what we had in mind. But hopefully you guys will come along and watch us build this, and we can do like a full reveal if and when we ever get it done. But we will make videos as we make progress. I want my kids to come in here, you know, supervised of course, and not have to trip over expensive guitars, hurting themselves, breaking $1,000 guitar and stuff like that, and equipment. So we can supervise them, allow me to have my playing area and them to have that playing area too when they're allowed to play. You know, this sidewall here is probably got stud spacings maybe every 2, it may even be every 4 foot, so that could cause a problem with mounting some stuff. But as long as we put a board and mount on the board and not into the drywall, that shouldn't be an issue. It'd be nice if I have a little shelf for all my music books as well. Yeah, it started with the kids first with their 3 guitars, the 2 Voxes that I bought the oldest 2 kids for Christmas, and then the Marigold that I haven't worked on yet. The guy that got it from the pawn shop, basically free, he said, okay, your kids probably need some new strings on it because these are old and rusted, and he gave me some acoustic strings, and I was like, I'm gonna have to end up just putting some of my own strings on it when I set it up. But all right, guys, so that's just I'm just giving you guys an idea of what we're doing, where we're starting. Hopefully in a few months we can have like a really good reveal for our music room.